All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So sorry for being late this morning. Hope you guys are well. Definitely was running late today. Had to do some stuff this morning. DJ OC in the building. What's up, man? Good morning. What's up, man? That's my brother right there. All things in the building. What's good? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Let me hold on. Where is this? Yeah, there you go. What's going on? Aisha in the building. What's going on? Mr. James. Let me go all the way up to the top. All things. Ray Patterson in the building. What's going on? Ernie V. LaMarcus Robinson. Good morning. Daryl McKinney. Good morning, man. Let's wave when we come in the building. Smash that like button. Let's go, Kings. Please smash the like button. Pull out Bannon. What's going on? Regis, Devin, and Matchroom are doing a good job promoting this fight. Yeah, dog. Yeah, they are. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. As a person that has been set free and allowed to be a Devin Haney fan again. Because y'all ain't nearly as obnoxious. What happened to the Devin Haney fans? Why'd they stop being obnoxious? They're not nearly as obnoxious as they were. It was like, I don't know, man. Something happened. Something happened to y'all. But yeah, man, Regis out here. I like Regis. Regis out here putting a jacket on Devin, huh? Sam in the building. What's going on? What's happening with you? Peace and blessings to you. Mr. Volaton, Coach Ari's sister, good morning. Steven, what's good? Good morning to you, Fanon, in the chat. Y'all hit that like button on the way in. Please do. Aisha and Mr. McKinney, G-Man. What's up? The real G-Man. What's up, man? Shout out to you. What's going on, Kai Alexander? Stay connected. What's up? Alden Johnson, good morning. Patrick Bell, what's up, man? My man, 100 grand. Windy City Assassin. I love that name, man. Windy City Assassin. What's happening? Batty Rich in the building. What's going on, sir? Big supporter, Batty Rich. Marcus the Villain in ringside with LCD. Salute everybody that showed up. Please smash the like button on the way in. Please do. The Rise, what's up? Valley in the building. Derek Choice, what's up, man? We actually agreed yesterday. Let me take a sip of coffee and gratefulness. I'm going to give a gong of gratefulness that myself and Derek Choice actually agreed about something. What's going on, Big Keith? CC in the building. What's up? Top of the morning. Bud is on Peds. Come on, Steven Kresberg. Let's not throw him down there, dog. Let's not throw him down. Let's not do that today. Let's keep it positive and above board. But Bomac is out there talking smack and saying that they will whoop Errol at 160. If they were going to whoop him at 160, then what's the problem? Shouldn't have any more height. Shouldn't have any more delay, should we? What's going on, JJ Short in the building? Devin, because Devin is at 140 with no power. I think he's going to have a lot of power at 140. I ain't going to lie. I think he's going to have good power at 140. I think he's going to have good power at 140. I believe in Snack. I believe in Snack. What's going on, Boar? What's good? What's going on? Hey, what's your Cash App? Let me put my Cash App in the chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you even asking, man. But we got to stop this Devin Haney slander, bro. We got to stop the Devin Haney slander. I'm not going to I'm going to participate in the conversation. But hold on one second. I'm put the Cash App right here at the top so you can hit it so nobody get the wrong one. I'm not going to support. I don't support this Devin Haney slander, bro. Okay. First of all, we all know that people there's a lot of fighters that have fights on their record that have fights on their record, who have professional fights that are not on their record. Let me make sure I got that right. Did I get it right? No, I didn't get it right. There you go, brother. It's right there. You click that. It's direct link to supporting the channel. Direct link. Said, nice color on you, brother. I'm a noob. And I'm feeling Christmassy. We're only 2 months away from Christmas, man. Tyler Hingleton. Rolly claims he lost a fight in Mexico. I've heard that for a long time. It's possible. It's completely possible. I'm telling you something. I'm not crying innocence. Hey, no, thank you, brother, for even asking. Even though I got to go grab my phone. Look, man. Look. I thank you for even asking. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I had man. Look, I am not the type of guy that is going to say something can't take place if I don't know. So it very well could take place. I know of circumstances where people have fights on their record. They have fights on their record that's not on their box rec. That is not an unknown. That's not unknown, unheard of at all. Donald, what's up, man? The 68-year-old G Grant. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Richard Perez said, all things be easy. McKinney, pull out bandit, Coach Ari, Kai Alexander, Woody City Assassin, Derek Choice, T. Wells. Anybody I've forgotten? Kamal Oz. What's up, Kamal Oz? I'm throwing Kamal Oz's name out there for the next 30 years. Wish you all the productive day free of stress. Oh, that would be great. Brian Union says 160 makes more sense for Errol. I think he's been at 140 so long. 154 may not be enough. Look, the reason that I put that out there is because Brian McIntyre, who is, freshly freed. And yes, Fanon, Snack works. You know Snack works. Snack had Mendoza punch resistant on point. Is Mendoza Snack? Is Mendoza Snack? Is he a snack guy? I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was. But let's get on. Let's start with the Devin Haney, man. Did Devin Haney buy an undisputed championship, an undefeated record, or does he have an L sitting out there? Let me explain to you. Yeah, snack on the back of his trunks. Okay, yeah, okay. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Meadows? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Man, I hope y'all have a good day today. And thank you to everybody that supports in the channel. By hitting that like button, supporting in the Cash App, putting some color in the chat, hitting the like button, hitting the thumbs up button, hitting the link, clicking the link when I put the link in. I know Bomac hit up all the barbecue spots when he came back to U.S. soil. Why? Be easy. He said that Errol Spence, they could whoop Errol at 160. It'll be the same outcome. If that's the case, then you shouldn't have any problem whatsoever with 154. Just make the fight at 154. I saw something when Tank said Rolly was the hardest hitting opponent he ever had. Yeah, Rolly can punch. Breaking news. Rolly Romero can crack. We know this to be the case. Rolly Romero, look, man, Gervonta Davis's opponent, I made a Boston butt yesterday. What's a Boston butt? The fuck is a bust? What's a Boston butt, T. Orlando? What's a Boston butt? Pause. They got a pause. I got to put a pause on you. Man, look. Is this the Quace that owes me the money? Let me tell you something. The trash talk gaming, that's because Gervonta Davis is honest and he has pork roll. Oh, pulled pork. Oh, okay. Man, I couldn't cook yesterday because my refrigerator's on the fritz. I went to go visit my father yesterday. Fanana, back and forth to the Devin Haney program. Tell me what you think. Hey, honestly, I don't know. I think that Devin Haney's going to come in there snack strong. I'm making a prediction. I feel this has a feeling of closer version of Terence Crawford, Jeff Horn. I don't know why I have that feeling, but I got that feeling. Oh, Quace, okay, said, nah, I never bet you or really chatted in here, but I watch all your videos. Okay. That's what's up, Quace T. There was somebody that came by with the name Quace, betting all kind of money, man. Bet me $500 that Ryan Garcia was gonna beat Gervonta. And the person disappeared as soon as the fight was made. Hey, it could happen though. I mean, I trust what comes out of Rolly's mouth. Why wouldn't you trust what comes out of Rolly's mouth? Why wouldn't you trust what comes out of Rolly's mouth? Rolly got a record of lying. I know Rolly's got a record of trolling. I know Rolly Romero trolls, and he trolls something heavy. Absolutely, positively, man. I know that he trolls heavy. Tim Tszyu got a chance against Charlo. Yeah, he does. I think Tim Tszyu looks good. I'm looking forward to the fight. Yeah, Tim Tszyu looks good. Absolutely, positively. Man, I'm trying to figure out, do I got to get a call-in number? I think I got to actually get a call-in number. Hey, y'all, give me 1 second because I left my phone in the other room. I'll be like right back. I left my phone. I gotta get my phone. Give me like 15 seconds. All righty. Sorry about that. Yes, sir. Upper Echelon, what's up? Upper Echelon early in the morning. What's up, man?
What's going on? I was coming through so you didn't have to pause it so you can go do what you had to do. I was going to come through for you real quick.
That was easy. I just had to grab my phone, man, real fast.
Yeah.
What's up with you, man?
So what's going on with you, Martin? How you been doing today, man?
Man, I feel extremely, extremely blessed, man. Hey, I cannot lie.
Hey, man, you woke. You got that nice house. You got that nice family, and you woke up today.
Yes, sir.
And you got all your faculties.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got that. My faculties, those are questionable. But,
yeah,
because it comes and goes. You know what I mean? It comes and goes.
Well, at least you got them to have them to come and go then. You feel me?
Yeah. At least they're around for a little while.
Yeah, some people ain't got them. But did you have a chance to go back and look at what I was talking about that Tim Tszyu fight?
No, I remembered it. I remember when you were on the phone. I remembered it. It took me for a second to remember it, but I remembered it. Yeah, he was. But it wasn't like the thing that threw me off is I thought that you were saying that it happened.
Nah, he started getting frustrated. He started getting frustrated with Mendoza's movement and his speed. See, Mendoza had movement and speed and it was throwing Tim Tszyu off. And he was moving with the shots, and Tim Tszyu really couldn't land it. So I seen it like around the 6th round. Tim Tszyu started getting real frustrated. But ever since the 3rd round, Tim Tszyu was putting that forearm in his throat, though. And the ref was letting it go by. Tim Tszyu wasn't trying to clinch. Every time Mendoza tried to clinch, Tim Tszyu would go into a triangle with his forearm poking straight forward. Make sure you don't clinch him. But yeah, he started getting frustrated. One time, boy, he pulled Brian Mendoza's head down into an uppercut. I was like, ooh. I said, dang. Like, he pulled his head down while he was punching that uppercut upwards. And Mendoza, I told y'all, boy, he got a beard on him.
I saw that. Now, the more you say, the more I can see it. Yeah, he definitely did that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He was roughing him up something. That ain't no lie.
But see, like fighters like Jesus Ramos or Jamel Charlo, who are stronger, just as strong, if not stronger than Tim Tszyu, he's not going to be able to do that. Like, if he tries that on the Jesus Ramos, that's right up Jesus Ramos' wheelhouse right there. And see, Jesus Ramos is a bigger puncher, and he's stronger than Tim Tszyu. He's going to end up hurting Tim Tszyu like that. And if you do it with Charlo is freakishly strong as well. Now, Tim Tszyu is nowhere near Canelo. And Tim Tszyu don't want to do that with a Charlo. And Charlo hits real hard with both hands. and he's just as quick as Mendoza, if not quicker, and he has better lateral movement. So Tim Tszyu, it showed it was levels in that fight right there. Like I thought Tim Tszyu was like a Superman, honestly, but I knew it was a kryptonite, and Brian Mendoza exposed that man for the kryptonite. Like if you got fast feet, you got power, you got a chin, you can frustrate that man and take him to the distance. And he was what I said he was before the fight. I said Tim Tszyu reminds me of a Stanionis with power. I said he's a good fighter, a good solid fighter. He'd never be a great fighter, but he can always be a really good fighter. Like a good fighter, a good litmus test for fighters to see if a fighter's good or great. If they beat him, they either good or great. And that's what he showed to me, really. Like, he's just right there. He's like Sean Porter. He's like right there at the gate of greatness, You go up against him and you go to another level right there. That's what I think. How about you?
Talking about what Tim Tszyu?
Yeah.
I think Tim Tszyu's a very solid fighter, man. I put Tim Tszyu a very, very good fighter. I don't think he's a great fighter. I don't think he's but I think he's a very solid. I think he's a better fighter than I thought he was. He's very poised.
Like
in the ring. He's very, very poised. I think he looks really good to me. I can't lie, man. And I think Brian Mendoza gave him a good test. But just over time, he just methodically walked him down, man. Walked him down, thumped him up. Yeah, you're 100% right about the dirty tactics because he was definitely dirty. And I do remember it. I just don't know why when you originally, what threw me off was because you said it was, I thought you said, you may not have said that it was like in the first round or two. Because I was like, the first several rounds, wasn't really nothing happening. You're talking about later on, like the 7th and 8th and 9th rounds.
It started around the 4th. He started doing it around the 4th. He started doing it around the 4th. Then he started picking it up around the 6th or the 7th. Because remember, he said he was going to start stepping it up in the 4th round. And when he started stepping it up, that's when he started doing it. And then it just got blatant with it after the 9th and 10th. He was trying to go for the knockout, and the ref was trying to let him get it. And I'm like, wow. That's why Mendoza had to hit him down low to get him up off of him. Like, because he was crazy. I was like, dang, they doing a lynching in this thing right here. Like,
yeah, they were thumping him. They was doing some thumping, man. Yeah, but I like, honestly, man, Tim Tszyu was growing on me, man. Tim Tszyu was growing on me.
Yeah, but when it's your favorite fighter doing the dirty tactics, you really don't say nothing, though. It's just,
no, not at all.
But it's just when it's other people. I thought about it. I was like, man, when I see other people do it, I don't say nothing. But it's just that it's Tim Tszyu's cocky character, and I'm like, you had to resort to that, huh, Tim? What happened? You had to resort to dirty tactics to do it. So I didn't realize that some of those Aussies were like Tim Tszyu was real cocky. Tim Tszyu was real cocky. But he's got a little reason. George Kambosos is real cocky. I ain't trying to hear it though. But they got a little attitude out there. They got some attitude down under. I guess it's from fighting them kangaroos, man. I guess you not got a kangaroo, man, and that's something to brag about. But Kambosos better not say nothing because I still say he robbed Maxie Hughes. So they robbed Maxie Hughes for his IBO, and now him and Loma about to fight for it. Like, you got beat 10-2 and you win a belt. I don't understand that one, though. But yeah. Well, I'm about to hop back in here. I'll probably hop a bit later if you ever need me to relieve you, though, man. But peace and blessings, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much, man. Get back.
Peace and blessings.
All right. Yes, sir. Hey, my guy, TV Toot said, good morning, Fanon. I worked a 12-hour shift last night, and I'm still checking in on the channel. Tired of the mug. The best, hands down. Keep doing your thing. Hey, man, I will, man. I'm going to keep trying, man. I'm going to keep pushing. I thank you, man. Brother, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I was running a little late this morning, though. George Wood said, good morning, man. Fanon and the chat room. Good morning, George Woods. Thank you for that orange, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Need the support, and it is greatly appreciated. What's going on? I like this. Thank you for today's mantra. Be easy. I'm an instrument of peace and love, and peace and love flow from me into the world. The energy I send out to collective matters and makes a difference. Yes, it does. I tried this. I was trying so hard to be positive this morning. So hard. Yeah. Like, I went to go see my parents and said something was said to me that just really got me got me in 14-year-old mode. So I was really trying to be positive. So I needed that. Chi-Town's, C-Town's finest, Onyx. What's up? Salute to you, man. But yeah, on that point, man, I like Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu is a really good fighter, man. I'm rocking with Tim Tszyu. I can't lie. I'm a rock with Tim Tszyu. Abor. I'm sorry. I don't want to put that in your. I'm not going to say your name. I'm just going to say Abor. Abor, thank you, brother, for your support in the Cash App. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sponsoring this section of the show. Thank you for sponsoring this section of the Shizzo. And my guy, man, Mr. McKinney, man, you've been hooked, bro. Thank you, brother. For the $25 house, says for support. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you for your support, man. It's huge, man. Thank you. The weekend belonged to Janabek and Tim Tszyu. Both put up great performances. Did they? Who did the weekend belong to? What was the fight before the Tim Tszyu fight? Who fought right before Tim Tszyu? No, oh, yeah, that was that. Yeah. I guess so. I guess it did, but it's not much of a weekend. I did watch a little of Janabek. Janabek's is a good fighter, good southpaw fighter, good fighter. WBF Stillwater said Devin lost in Mexico. My cousin confirmed it. He lives in Mexico. How would he be able to confirm that just because he's living in Mexico? Hey, man, why y'all hate on Devin Haney so much, man? If Devin lost, so what? Like, Tim Kazoo is like, no. Tim Kazoo can fight, man. Tim Tszyu ain't a hype job. Tim Tszyu can fight, man. Tim Tszyu can fight, bro. He's a good fighter. Tim Tszyu's a really good fighter. I like Tim Tszyu. Mark me as a Tim Tszyu fan. Of all of the guys coming out of Australia, Tim Tszyu has been my favorite Australian fighter since his father, Costa Tszyu. And I liked Costa Tszyu. Costa Tszyu had a way of whooping people's asses when you didn't want him to. Okay? Like Costa Tszyu, same way. Very, very patient. Very patient. Patiently aggressive. The look in Tim Tszyu's eyes, man. Tim Tszyu is a seasoned fighter. Tim Tszyu is a real fighter. Tim Tszyu is not just, he didn't just pick this up late in life, man, and trying to be, that dude can fight. Yeah, Costa versus Zab. Yeah, man, he has a way of knocking people out. Costa Tszyu had a way of knocking people out when you didn't want him to. Because he dang sure upset me about that with that fight with Costa Tszyu. But now you got to take Tim Tszyu very, very seriously. He's doing it back. He keeps doing it. He got Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza is a legitimate top 154 pounder. He beat Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is no joke. He beat Terrell Goshaw, even though Terrell Goshaw is, mid-level. I say mid to upper mid-level, 154 pounder. He's doing it. You know what I mean? He's doing it. Tim Kazoo looked like he was juiced with the punch resistance. I can't say that. I can't say that he looked like he's juicing because he did take some really good shots. I thought maybe Mendoza. The thing is, though, he definitely got his attention a couple times, though. Nah, Janabek is Janabek's middleweight. He's a unified middleweight champion. He beat Roger May. Yeah, Roger May was a little old in the tooth at the time, though. Roger Mayweather was a little old in the tooth and a little bit big in weight at that time. Rick Timms. Tim Tszyu's got a belt. He's the WBO champion. So hopefully he can get that. Hopefully Jermell will fight him next. I still take Jermell. I'll still take Jermell over him. Any way it goes, I'm still taking Jermell. That's not. I think Jermell is going to outbox him, and he's going to really have something for him too. Because Jermell Charlo can crack. At 154 pounds, that man can crack. The question is whether or not he's going to have any problem with the weight. You know what I mean? Coming back down, and whether Jermell's going to come back down at all. If Jermell doesn't come back down, if Jermell Charlo doesn't come back down, then we'll see. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of interesting stuff going on around there. Hey, what's going on, William Old School Art, man? I'm sorry, I forgot to say what's up on the last comment I saw. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? What about Keyshawn Davis getting clipped? I haven't seen the fight, but I really can't. I mean, look, you're supposed to get tested. It's good if he got clipped. I feel the same way about it as I feel about Jared Anderson. I think a lot of you guys are throwing Jared Anderson under the bus for no good reason. I did watch the Jared Anderson fight with Charles Martin. And I thought that, yeah, he got tested a little bit, but he only got tested a little bit, in my opinion. I'm still a believer. I'm a believer in Keyshawn. He got the win, didn't he? I believe in him. I'm rooting for Keyshawn Davis. I know Keyshawn Davis doesn't want any smoke with Andy Cruz, though. I don't think he wants any of that Cruz smoke. I think Charlo's going to have so much confidence after surviving Canelo's power. He was too afraid of Canelo's power. It's really unfortunate how people are. I think it's unfortunate how people are treating Jermell Charlo after that fight with Canelo. Man, he lost that fight, man. Them bombs was getting dropped on him, dog. He was covering up from them bombs. He fought when he could fight, and he got beat. I just think there's a lot of people that are really I think people are really too hard on Jermell, personally. And I would greatly prefer, greatly appreciate it if cats were so willing to throw people under the bus, man, at all times. Keyshawn better stay away from Frank Martin as well. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't, again, like I said, I didn't see the fight. Said, hey, Andy Cruz beats him for the 5th time. Yeah, like Andy Cruz is going to be a problem at lightweight if he can punch. But that his athleticism, his style, man, I put him right up there with Keyshawn. I put him right up there with Shakur. I don't know if his defense is quite as good as Shakur's, and he hasn't had the time to get as many professional fights in. But anybody that walks out, literally gets off the boat and goes 10 rounds, says a lot about him, man. They're not going to be waiting around with that guy. Andy Cruz and Shakur, yeah, in 5 fights. Yeah, look, Andy Cruz, I'm looking forward to seeing with Andy Cruz. Yeah, Kate. Yeah, that's how people are. Case T. It's how people are. They're constantly doing it, man. Constantly bullying people. That's why they say. That's why good people are so nice. You should appreciate good people, because there's so many people that are not like. Man, whatever with all of that stuff, man. Hey, man, shout out Jermell. Jermell went up to 154. That's the first time he went up to 160. That's the first time he'd ever been in 160. First time he'd been hit with them gloves and the size of a guy, a guy that's been fighting at that weight class for a long time. He got offered the opportunity. And if he had said no to that opportunity, when was he ever going to get that opportunity again? And I don't really believe the people that say, "Oh, I wish he really just would have went out on his shield." Like you wish he would have beat. You just wish he would have got the tar beaten out of him, stuck his chin in and got knocked out, and that would have made you feel better about it. Nah, bro, it would not have. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Maria said, "Thank you for now." Yeah, man, you know what it is. Andy Cruz is an Olympic. I think he's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He beat Keyshawn Davis in the Olympics. Cruz cannot be on the card with Boots because Cruz is on DAZN. He fights on DAZN. So I think he signed the Matchroom. I'm pretty sure Andy Cruz is signed to Matchroom. He's gonna wind up not getting any fights. But he got a good paycheck, probably got a good paycheck. I think Charlo proved he can hang with the 168ers with how he fought in the 5th round. He looked great in that round and gave a little time. and give it a little time, he can bang in that weight class. Yeah, man, he's a world-class fighter. Yeah, he's Cuban. Yeah, he's Cuban. Real slick Cuban, man. Can really fight. Really fight. Top-notch fighter, bro. What's going on? Everything boxing in the building. What's going on, man? Tell Terence Crawford stop ducking. Sign the rematch. Dog, I'm about to start. Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start saying Terence. I'm going to start predicting Errol Spence Jr. by knockout and if the fight is at 160. So I can give some of these guys something to get all excited about. I went to the fight and I was not disappointed. Yeah, it was. Look, dude, he fought. Canelo, I'm kind of more along the lines of what Tim Bradley said. But what's good? Everything boxing. Always good to see you, brother. He gets KO'd, then loses years. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Man, they'd have thrown his ass way under the bus. For losing? Man, please. Y'all would have thrown that man. Y'all would have thrown that man so far under the bus. Yeah, I really wanted to see him get knocked out. Dog, he ain't getting the Deontay treatment. The treatment y'all were giving Deontay, y'all ain't giving that man yet. Y'all ain't giving that man that treatment. Hey, thank you, Maria. Thank you for the color in the chat. Thank you for keeping color in the chat. Just for keeping it real. Thank you, sister. Yeah, man. Where GG? Oh, GGG is retired, man. Gennady Golovkin is retired. What's going on, Just Do Boxing? How you feeling, man? Mrs. Just Do be coming by the chat. What's up to you, sir? Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure hearing from you, seeing you, rapping with you. If he would have turned yeah. How was he supposed to do? He had to take the fight. He had to take the fight. He had to take the fight, so I don't get like what anybody thought he was going to be doing. You know, like what do you think he was going to do? Not take the fight when he's getting offered $10-15 million? Man, that set his family, that set his family straight for good. You know what I mean? I want to see the Jamal Charlo fight. The amazing thing to me is how everybody dumped on the Jamal Charlo, like dumped on Jamal for that. But man, y'all been dumping on them Charlos for a while, man. Like for real, y'all really been dumping on those dudes. Man, these guys are two-weight. Both of these guys are, well, Jermell is a two-weight division champion. Jamal was an undisputed champion. But, you know, no love for the Charlos, man. No love for the Charlos. We understand what y'all doing, but no love for a lot of these fighters. Y'all just be faking it. Charlo could have fought Tim Tszyu and his big bro could fought him first. How is that? How could they do that? How could he do that? The man ain't fought in 2 years. The man has not fought in 2 years. Ugh. The man ain't fought in 2 years. How is he going to do that? Enlighten me into that. Enlighten me on that one. Hey, Jesu Fanan, did you see Regis said he was in a... No! When was Regis Prograis in a car accident? Does that mean is he okay? Oh, man, please don't be in a car accident, man. Oh, man, come on, please. Hope he's okay. I'm out here looking, man. I'm out here looking. What did it say? What's up? What's up, man? Okay, so is it gonna hold up the fight? What's up, Fanon in the chat? I'm less sympathetic to Mel solely by the way he lost. Had he put up more effort like Mendoza, did I give him credit? Mendoza ended the fight on his feet. Mel simped out. Man, I think he's being a little rough on him, man. Man, he was hitting that. But first of all, he fought like he always fights. He just wasn't able to hurt him. He let him walk himself into some stuff, got the big shots off that he wanted to get off, and he couldn't do anything with him. That's what it looked like to me. I just looked like he fought a guy. He just looked like he fought a guy that was just too big, too strong, just too much. You know what I mean? It's just too much. Oh, okay. He said he's good. He said he has a heavy duty G-Wagon. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's up. Good, man. Yeah. Hey, I sent you the post to IG OG. Cool. Oh, Reason sounds good like a fender bender. Okay. This is movie stuff, car accident before a fight, suspicious. Hey, man, hey, come on. But look, I want to get on this, man. I want to see Errol and Terence at 160. I want to see Errol at 160. Like Floyd Mayweather Jr. said. Oh, man, I forgot about this. Yeah, I'm rough on this. I'm rough on him. Tim was strong too. Mendoza didn't simp out either. Mel has major making up to do. Come on, man. Let's slide him a break, man. Slide the man a break. He's fighting at 168. He's fighting at 168. Brian Mendoza's a 154 pounder fighting at 154 pounds. Jermell is a 154 pounder fighting at 168. The man couldn't take the pop coming off that guy. Maybe if he would have had some more fights and took more time to grow into the weight class, maybe he could do it. Man, I'm sorry, man. I can't go with the Mel bashing. I can't go with the Mel bashing. Even though I get a lot, I don't know why, dude. Always people continually say that I hate on fighters. But I'm truly not trying to hate on these dudes. Jermell gets my respect, man. Hey, man, much love, brother. Thank you. God bless the platform. Thank you for the color in the chat, bro. Claymore Rain, man. Claymore Rain. Hey, Claymore Rain just reminded me of something. T. Orlando Pearson, you really did cost me. You cost me my food, man. You cost me my food. Here for boxing, don't show around. Hey, here for boxing, why you scared to debate me here for boxing? Here for boxing, why you scared to debate me here for boxing? I'm gonna have to unblock here for boxing on Twitter and challenge here for boxing again because T. Orlando literally kept that man, got that man off my channel, bro. He was easy money at least 3 times a week. He was easy money. You took my mark, man. You took my mark. Claymore Rain, no, brother. Thank you for putting that green in the chat, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Rick, that's the way Mel fights. Run until you punch. Yeah, dude, that he fought the same way he fought against Brian Castano. If somebody's on the back foot, then he'll fight you on the back foot. He'll move forward. He'll move forward if you're moving back. Yeah, that's your fault. He's not blocked. Oh, he's not. He's blocked on Twitter. Oh, I got to keep him blocked on Twitter, dog. I got to keep Here for Boxing blocked on Twitter. I can't talk to him on Twitter because I can't hear his voice. All I can read is his words, and trust me, his words really get on my nerves. Because he can't cover. In writing, it's harder to cover up your troll. It's harder to cover up your trolling when you're on Twitter. It's to be passive aggressive is a more subtle skill in writing than it is when you're speaking. Because when you're speaking, you can just act like you're being nice. You can act like you're being nice, but we all know you're not. You know what I mean? Bud is his hubby. Bud is his hubby. Yeah, he loves Bud. Everybody, look, man, Bud is a great fighter. Terence Crawford's a great fighter. But he is what's going on, Claymore Rain, man? What's happening with you, sir? Claymore Rain, you disappeared.
Yeah.
What up, man?
Am I being heard? Am I being heard?
You're being heard.
Mike?
Yes, you're being heard. You're being heard. Damn. You were being heard, bro. I don't think you were hearing me, but you were definitely being heard. Fanon, he said he got hit from blind, but he said before anybody say anything, I'm good. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I want to see Errol and Terence at 160, man. Since Bomac said it, let's do it. Do it. I do think that's a different fight at 160. I definitely believe that's a different fight at 160. I still don't know if you can beat Terence, though. I got to admit, I don't know. That's tough. Because Terence Crawford is a really, really, really great fighter. It's more than Terence being a great fighter. It's like he's a cult follower. No, he's a hater, Edward. Bud doesn't have a lot of fans, I'm telling you. I know a true Bud fan when I see a Bud fan. Because they talk about what he does in the ring. And they will say he's kind of a prima donna-ish, funny acting ass dude outside of the ring. They'll tell the truth because that's the truth. Claymore Rain, what's up?
What's up, Fanon? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I could hear you the first time.
Oh, I didn't know. So I didn't want to go. I just let me reset it. You know what I mean?
So
This is my new thing, by the way. I decided this is my new thing right here. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, Fanon.
You're cooking?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm stirring the pot. I'm not
okay.
cook. I'm stirring the pot. But so I was thinking about yesterday, right? Remember I told you a long time ago, I'm like, I like you talking to you because I get off the phone with you and then my brain be running a little bit. I never come off the first time the right way, right? So I was thinking when I talked to you yesterday and I was like, I said, Terence, faced a little more adversity. You know what I'm saying? He dealt with and I was talking about these fighters. I was talking to my brother about it the other day about like the Shakur Stevens and Terence Crawford, Errol Spence's, the Gervonta Davises, and what separates some fighters from each other. And some fighters get blessed with adversity in their career outside the ring, inside the ring, right? For example,
yes, sir.
Right. So Terence Crawford faced getting shot in the head. He had maybe some people might not agree with him, but he did feel like the industry was against him. He had to adjust in these matches. He had a broken arm when he was young and had to learn how to fight with his left, the way he fights with his right. And all these things are variables and recipes to the meal at the end of the day, right? Like what we see at the end of the day. And some fighters don't get blessed that same way. Some fighters are able to, their game plan is able to work for a longer time in their a longer time in their career, to where they don't really have to adjust. And it's at times when we see them get in the ring with people who demand adjustment in order for them to win, that we start to see that kick in, if that makes any sense. We start to see like, this guy hasn't really had to change that much, and making him change makes him uncomfortable. And that's what I saw between Errol and Terence, right? Terence was ready for his plan A not to work, his plan B not to work. He was ready for different things not to work. And it seemed like Errol's team just couldn't imagine that. They didn't fathom something not working, so they didn't work on those plans, on how we're going to adjust if this doesn't work. If I'm not stronger than him, what are we going to do then? If my jab that I'm used to using in my left hook doesn't work, what am I going to do then? I don't know, right? So, and then when you look at who they're sparring, who's Errol sparring in his gym? Who's he actually getting work with? Who's making him better? Is it Jamel? Is it Ryan Garcia? Is he sparring Anthony Joshua? Is he sparring Derek James? I don't know. Who's he sparring? You know what I mean? When you look at Terence, he's sparring Shakur. Maybe Keyshawn Davis. Maybe he's sparking what's his name? Jamel? I can't remember his name. Jamel or Jarrell?
Jamel Herring?
Yeah, maybe he's sparring him. I don't know. I'm saying who are they sparring, right? And who they're sparring, are those guys actually making them better, giving them issues to deal with, different looks to look at. You start to see that when you look at a match like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, you have to ask yourself, like, wow, what's going on? What's going on in that camp? What's Derek James doing? Is he what's he doing in that camp? Because it's not about losing. I heard somebody say before that everybody turned their back on Jamel Charlo because Jamel lost. No, it's not. It's not that he lost. It's how he lost. It's how he competed. We don't need you to win to love you. You can lose and we love you. But when you don't compete, when we don't feel like you tried to compete, that's when you start to lose the credibility. You start to lose your credibility in the ring. So I'm interested in what is Errol doing right now in camp. I'm wondering, like everybody else, I guess, because none of us really have the answers. But what's he doing to show up differently against Terence Crawford? And also, if he shows up differently against Terence Crawford, is he changing the game too late? Is he changing his strategy too late in the game? Is he who he is already and he needs to win with who he is? Or is he going to be able to adjust with this new person and be effective and beat somebody who's been doing different things their whole entire career?
Let me ask you, let me go back to the original.
All right.
Terence Crawford had faced more adversity than Errol Spence.
I know you're gonna bring up the accident, yeah. And what I mean by is, I mean in boxing, right? I mean he's had to make.
No, you didn't. You said he got shot in the head. You brought all kind of stuff up not related to boxing.
Well, I related. I'm gonna tell you why I related, Fanon. I related because during that time period he is boxing, right? So he has to come back a new man. He has to come back from that and still be who he is in the ring. So I don't mean adversity so much as look, Errol faced some adversity. And look, first of all, Errol came back from the adversity with hunger. He didn't have no tune-ups. That dude got the dog in him. We saw that when he fought against Terence as well. That dog is not to be questioned, right? All I'm saying is, being that me personally, I've never seen Errol fight in a different way. I've never seen him adjusting to a fighter. He's never had to. It just seems like his pressure walked down. Even when he fought Sean Porter, right? Like, I remember they were like trying to get him to change up a little bit, not be a dog, but he just had to be who he was, and he just went in and slugged it out with Sean and won. Caught Sean, clipped him, and it worked out for him. But a lot of people thought like maybe he wasn't necessarily winning that fight until that point. Some people thought that, you know what I'm saying? Some people thought it was a closer fight than some other people might want to say. So why doesn't he change? He might not change because he doesn't have to change. Clearly, Terence Crawford has had things happen in his career or in his life that's made him have to change and adjust.
All
And
right,
that's what
hold
we're
on
seeing.
though.
Go ahead.
Let me get back to the question. So you
Sure.
basically said that you said Errol Spence Jr.'s out of the ring.
In the ring
That's
too.
not
Including.
adversity, but when Terence Crawford suffers and something happens to him outside the ring, that is boxing. How can it be boxing for Terence? How can something like getting shot, getting a bullet graze the back of your head, and breaking your arm as a kid be adversity? But Errol getting a car accident is not adversity. Those both have to be adversity.
No, they both are. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, and then the second thing is let me get Batty Rich first.
Right.
Batty Rich said Mel literally fought everybody in the division for 10 years. That's two different generations of fighters, new and old. Got to get that man his respect. Man, please get that man his respect. Batty Rich, thank you, brother. Thank you for that support. For real, man. Thank y'all for everybody for putting color in the chat. Thank y'all for supporting over on the Cash App. But here's the thing that also, can you please explain to me what adjustments Terence Crawford made fighting Errol Spence? You said he went from if his A plan didn't work, he knew he was prepared to go to his B plan.
Right.
Dude, what didn't work?
Well, it worked. No,
literally won every round from after the first round, and he didn't change up. He just connected.
Right. I'm not saying he did adjust. I'm saying he was prepared to adjust, right?
How do you know he's prepared to adjust if he didn't adjust?
Because he's adjusted in other fights. He's had
what
other fights.
What fights?
A lot of fights.
Oh, I guess he is. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fights he's adjusted. He's adjusted
kind
before.
of.
He's been in situations like, for example, perfect example, when he fought Sean Porter. He found out he was down. And they said, yo, you might be down in these rounds. He's like, what? And he came out and adjusted immediately. He reacted to it. He dealt with it and he adjusted immediately, and you saw how it ended. I've never seen Errol in a situation like that where he's had to adjust and done it effectively. And I'm not saying I'm saying he probably hasn't had to. He probably hasn't had to. But when he fought Terence, he had to, and we didn't see him try to do something else. He came out continually doing the same thing because the truth is he didn't have the answers. He didn't know what else to do. And you saw Derek didn't know what he should do. Derek was confused, like, yo, kept telling him the same thing. So as a coach, you telling me you don't have a game plan for if your game plan don't work, you don't have something else to tell
So
me?
that means, let's go through all these other people, all these other trainers.
Okay.
So you say the same thing about Kenny Porter as you say about Derek James? You say the same thing about Igis Kalvanakis' trainer? You say the same thing about Kell Brooks' trainer? Same thing about every trainer for everybody that fought Terence Crawford? Because Terence Crawford has beaten everybody. So all of these trainers, you think all of these trainers were confused and didn't know how to teach adjustments or any of that?
I don't say Derek doesn't know how to. I'm saying that he didn't. Did those other trainers that you brought up
any chance that Errol Spence Jr. being off for having one fight in 3 years could have had something to do with his timing? Having one fight in 3 years?
Two things can be right at the same time. I don't discount that. I say that is very possible, right? But I'm gonna be even more accurate with who I'm aiming at, and I'm not even aiming at Errol as much as you might think I am.
You're aiming at Derek James. I got that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm aiming at. I'm saying, Errol had some issues, and Derek James is a coach. He's the one with the game plan. He's the one who's supposed to factor all these things in. When you hear him coaching in that fight, when you hear what he's telling Errol in that fight, I don't hear the adjustments. I didn't hear the adjustments. I heard continue to do what I said. Just keep doing that. Keep stepping this way. Keep stepping that way. I didn't hear, okay, that's not working, so this is what we're going to do.
And hey, man, let me ask you a question. You ever trained a fighter?
Never.
See, I don't like to ask those type of things, but I just do it just for saying, look, man, there's nothing I can really say about that because I don't know what he meant and I don't know what he was coaching him to do. Errol Spence Jr., they very well could have known that Errol was completely drained and completely washed out going into the fight. and he could have been trying to do something to help him survive or not walk into something. You just don't know, man. So I mean, I'm not this constant throwing of Derrick James under the bus. To me, I think is over the top, man. It's like what like people just calling Jermell was it Derrick James' fault that Canelo beat Jermell?
No, I got it, and that's another conversation I want to have with you about that. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you realize that Errol Spence, that Terence Crawford is like widely known by, like, widely considered the best pound for pound fighter in the world, right? 100%. That he's right. Did you know that he was like already a Hall of Fame level fighter, man? He was there. So you may not be able to coach your way out of that.
Right. You're right. I think Terence was going to win that fight regardless, in my opinion. That's why I picked to win the fight, right? But like I said, it's not if you lose or that you lost that I'm judging. It's how you lost. Looking lost, looking like you have no answers, makes you wonder, out of all that time that you were sitting, he was sitting almost a year outside the ring. How much respect, even when you heard it in the pre-conference, in the press conferences, in the interviews with Derrick James, he was so focused on breaking Terence, right? He was so focused and he was so talking about breaking Terence. I never heard him give enough respect to Terence to be like, if the breaking don't work, we got answers for everything. And then when you saw it manifest in the ring, clearly there wasn't no answers to what was happening. So, and as far as Jermell is concerned, Jermell just wasn't listening to Derrick. He told Derrick to kiss his black ass. We just didn't hear him say it. They ain't had the microphone closed. He told Derrick to kiss his ass, clearly, because Derrick was screaming at him to a point to where I related to that like how I be talking to my kids sometimes. Like, it was just like, are you going to do what are you going to do? And I believe Jermell and Juan, what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Juan what? The other coach, what's his name?
Juan Guzman.
I think Juan Guzman and Jermell came in the ring already. Listen, we're going to try this. If this don't work, just survive. This guy going to knock you out if you can't do this. And I think Derrick was in the dark about that plan. It looked like Derrick wasn't aware of what was already agreed upon, what was already understood that didn't need to be said. And once again, not throwing shots at Derrick, but I'm just holding him accountable.
You are throwing shots at Derrick. Why you acting like you're not throwing shots when you throwing shots?
Well, for damn it, bang, 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 duck, Derrick, here it comes, because it is what it is. At the end of the day, when your fighter ain't listening to you, it makes me question how much faith the fighter has in you, in your ability to do what he needs you to do for him. Are you not spending enough time with your fighters? Are you spread too thin? Somewhere in that communication, in that timeline, Jermell Charlo decided that Derrick James wasn't going to be enough. I don't know what the variables are. I don't know what affects his decision in making that. I don't know, maybe he just don't like him. But Derrick was in the dark, and Jermell was very comfortable and was very conscious of what he came to do and what he was going to do if he faced a certain adversity. It didn't matter what Derrick told him. So, I wish Derrick the best. I got nothing but respect for Derrick. I think he deserves all his accolades, the fighter of the year, the trainer of the years that he earned. I believe he deserved those. But I think he might consider auditing the way he's handling things, because he seems like he's spread thin and his fighters are starting to lose faith in him, because they're starting to wonder, do you got time for me? Are you able to give me what I need?
Man, you are putting a whole lot of guessing out there.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Now his fighters are losing faith in him.
Listen, Errol's in England. I don't know what he's doing with Ryan. Anthony Joshua doesn't want to sign to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't know why. He's not comfortable. He's not confident. He don't.
God, dog, you blame Derrick James for Anthony Joshua not fighting Wilder?
It's just a question. I'm just saying, isn't it reasonable to just ask that question?
Hell no, it's not reasonable.
Fighters.
Derrick James is. Let me say something though. Derrick James is just a trainer. He's not the man's manager. He's not going to be able to. He's not. Well, I'm here. Well, I would be fighting. I would fight Deontay Wilder, but Derrick's my trainer, so I don't really think I can beat him because Derrick's my trainer. Come on, man.
No, I don't mean it like that.
Or Jermell's like, man, me and Juan Guzman, we ain't not gonna tell Derrick what we doing. Like,
Yeah.
if it was all that, they just get rid of Derek, man. I mean, these grown people, man.
I hope not. But let me ask you, did it? Let's be honest.
I got a dude right behind you, but go ahead, man.
I understand your empathy and your wanting to see that camp do well. Like, I get it. Like, I get you. I'm just trying to put in the perspective of Derek. I don't want to take away from Derek's character, even though clearly you would say I am. All I'm saying is 5 fighters, 24 hours in a day. I don't think it's crazy that I'm asking as to whether or not him spreading himself that thin isn't affecting these fighters in the ring and also affecting the fighters' confidence in Derek as to whether or not he's allocating enough time to each fighter. I heard in the interview Derek James said he's giving each one of these fighters about 2 hours a day and that they never see each other. I was like, man, I don't know how much time it takes to train a fighter. Maybe that's enough time. Maybe 2 hours. I don't know. But I know Bomac ain't just giving Terence no 2 hours. I don't believe Bomac is just giving Terence 2 hours a day. I believe Bomac is giving Terence the lion's share of his day. He might be training Keyshawn, he might be training other people, but I believe when Terence has something going on, I believe Bomac is able to and probably chooses to. And if Bomac doesn't have the time, he hires other coaches. Like, yo, come in here, because he knows Terence needs the time. What did Derek do to give these guys the time they need, knowing he had 5
Oh,
guys?
you gotta stop doing this, man, like this, man. You don't know any of this shit. Like, seriously, man, you just speculating. You're gonna hold on, man. You speculating this man into a grave. Like, that shit is, you have nothing to support that. Any of that.
I do.
Like,
come on.
Nothing.
He has 5 fighters.
So there's a bunch of people got 5 fighters. That doesn't mean these guys are leaving them and they're, first of all, the man had 2 fighters lose. 2. Right.
How they lost? Go ahead.
I mean, how they lost what? Neither one of them.
They look like they had poor coaching.
Man. Derek James fought Jermell, just coached Jermell to an undisputed title, man. He coached Terence, he coached Errol Spence Jr. to 3 belts. Then Errol had fights one time in 3 years, coming off multiple car accidents, and it's all Derek James' fault.
It's not all.
Come on, man.
His fault.
And then Terence Crawford, then Jermell skips over 2 weight class, goes up 2 weight classes, and fights one of the pound for pound fighters, best fighters in the world. He has got a 4-1 underdog. He goes the distance, against a guy most people never thought he was going to win, and it's Derek James' fault. Come on, man. You just dumping on this man.
I'm not giving him all the blame. I'm just saying,
you giving him all the blame, bro.
No, I'm saying he shares it.
You don't have to give him any of it, dude. The fighters.
That's where we different. He has to get some.
No, he does not have to, man. You don't get. You're just pointing out and just dogging the man. Dog. Errol Spence.
Can I ask you this question?
Let me finish. Errol Spence Jr. fights. Errol Spence Jr. has a trainer that prepares him for the fight, man. Errol Spence Jr. fought. Errol Spence Jr. gets the lion's share of the money. Errol Spence Jr. gets the lion's share of the blame for losing. You can't just put it off. You're not giving Bomac, you don't give all these trainers all this credit if the guy wins.
Right.
Like, when Jermell Charlo became the undisputed champion, everything was great and perfect with Derek.
No.
When he wins, but when he loses, it's Derek guess this man does he even know what he's doing? Like, come on, man. We're not in a position to talk about whether or not Derek James literally really knows what he's doing. Come on, man. That's just monstriously unfair, man.
Well, Fanon, right? So
I gotta go, man, because I got a guy behind you.
I'm done after this, right? I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm done. Consider meeting me halfway, right?
No.
Wait, listen. Let me finish. I feel you.
Dude, I'm not meeting you halfway.
All right.
I can't meet you halfway because I do not have enough knowledge about what Derek James does to judge Derek James as something that I am incapable of doing myself.
You're right.
I don't know whether or not he had plan A, plan B, plan C. I don't know that. Neither do you. I don't know.
I don't. We good?
Oh yeah, man. I gotta fly to the next dude.
Wait, let me just say this real quick.
No, Claymore, come on, man. I'm trying to be polite. I got a guy been waiting for like 5-10 minutes, man.
All right, I understand, man. Salute. God bless you guys. Man. Ayo, pray for Palestine. Pray for Israel, man. They dying out there. Love you guys. Be
Yes,
safe.
sir, bro. I'll get back with you, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? Shout out to you, Claymore. Thank you, brother. What's going on, Brian?
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Mel literally fought everybody in the division for 10 years and 2 different generations of fighters, new and old. Got to get that man his respect. Absolutely, you got to give that man his respect, man. And then my guy, Batty Rich, again, said against Porter, Bud didn't adjust. He was setting the shot up for a couple rounds. He may have raised his intensity, but there was no technical adjustment made style-wise. The shot just finally landed. Man, I think that's, yeah, man, there you go. Thank you, Batty Rich. Yeah, I think you're about right on that. What's going on, Brian?
I ain't gonna lie, I pretty much agree with the last guy. Pretty much everything he said, I think he can't be wrong because he was making some good points. I mean, this is a channel we all speculate. And some things we got facts on, and other things we know. I mean, it's something to think about. You can't just discredit a lot of things he said. He made it a point like we only seen Spence fight one way. We seen Terence fight different ways. Did he have something for his different ways? I mean, that's something to think about. Yes, it's something to think about. He could have been weight drained as well. I mean, we all just speculate. And that's what makes your channel great, that, we hear to voice our opinion on what could have or could be, I mean, I don't think he will fall off at all, like, tell you the truth. And as far as Jamil, he did. I mean, we ain't mad that he lost. We just mad how he lost because it looked like he wasn't listening to his coach. His coach was even, mad at him. So we should be mad at him too. Like, you're not listening. You're not even out there trying. Like, it look like you just trying to survive. So, I mean, no, we're not saying you should get knocked out, but put more effort in. Obviously, his coach believed he could have did more. Obviously, he wouldn't have been upset with him like that. So he thinking like, bruh, I know you could do more than what you're doing. You're not doing it. So that's my take on the matter. And to the last, bro, you did a great job explaining everything. He did a great job. I couldn't even say it no better. He said everything I was basically thinking. Me and him, two of us saying, good job, big bro. But now that's how I feel about it. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, that's how you feel, man. I gotta respect it.
That's how I feel. But I'm gonna let you get to the next caller. Good job to the next bro. To the bro before you. So now, good job of what you doing for letting us voice our opinion and everything. You have a great day.
No problem, man. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
appreciate you. And and most definitely, all right, bro. I'll get back with you.
No, go say what you're gonna say.
And I appreciate dude. Claymore Rain. Yeah. Like, I understand where you. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I don't get the jumping on Derrick James thing. I don't
think he was really jumping on Derrick James how you proceed. He just like, did he have a plan? Like you said, we don't know. But it's like in the corner we heard, like, we didn't hear nothing different. It's like we didn't.
I didn't listen to the corner. And I didn't listen to the corner. I don't think you get to hear everything in the corner, bro. Because they go to the different sides. So I don't know, man. I think y'all are laying it mighty heavy on my guy, Derrick James.
I think you proceed like we live heavy on the. We just speculate and like, what did he or did he not, like, and we were kind of looking for you for a feedback, but you took it as, we landed on him like that, but we like,
you are landing on him. He was landing on him. He said he got 5 fighters. He's got 5 fighters. He doesn't have enough time to train people. He doesn't know how to get his fighters to make adjustments. Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo wasn't even listening to him. He was listening to Juan Guzman. Him and Juan Guzman are like, look, we're going to do this, and we ain't going to tell Derrick James. Man, what? How the hell you get any of that?
I get it as he made some points. Like he was basically saying, we don't know, but what do you think about it? That's why I think he was saying like he got 5 top tier fighters. Like, do we got time for them all? I mean, is 2 hours enough? I mean, that's a good point. We don't know. You don't know. We don't know. I think he was just trying to get your input on it. Like, yeah, I mean, I was looking for the same thing he was looking for. What's your input on 5 fighters that's worth millions? How much time in the day do you got for all of them? That's a good point. I don't know. That's a good point. Anthony Joshua worth millions. Is he asking for 5 hours out the day? And Spence arguing, hey, give me 5 hours out the day like get Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's a good point. I don't see what you saying like where he went wrong.
Womack got more fighters than he does.
Yeah, but he would basically say maybe Womack giving Terence Crawford the lion's share of the time because he worth millions.
Freddie Roach got more fighters than Derrick James does.
But how many of them worth millions?
Robert Garcia got more fighters than he does.
How many of them worth millions? We know what Derrick James got. We know he got $1 million fighter. You know, you got a $10,000 fighter.
You want him to lose his fighters? You think his fighters should drop him?
Say that? No.
I mean,
me personally, if I was a trainer, I'm gonna give my time to the fighter that's worth more of the money. He got a lot of fighters that's worth a lot of money. I mean, that's how I look at it. If he over here paying me this much and this guy only gonna pay me this much, I'm gonna give my time to the one who could pay me more. But how much time do you got to do all that in 24 hours? I don't know. You don't know. None of us don't know.
You know these guys are not all in training camp at the same time, right?
I don't know. Do you know that?
I do know that. Okay. Derrick Errol Spence Jr. was not. Errol Spence Jr. was in train. It was not in training camp the same time that Jermell Charlo was in training camp.
Okay, because he had no fight, right? Okay. I mean, now that's something we know. That's what I think that would.
I mean, you know that because of the dates that the fights. You know that because of the dates that the fights fell on, man. But it is what it is. I get you. I get where you're coming from.
I mean, yeah, we looking for you for input because we know you got more information than what we do. We a truck driver by life, so we go.
Hey man, he's a wreck. Hey man, first of all, shouts out and much love to all the truck drivers out there. Keeping the products, keep yourself safe on that road, please.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
It is, but I
come to your channel for information.
A lot of criticism comes with losses, man. A lot of criticism comes with losses, man. I just want to let you know that Womack also lost when Maurice Hooker got beat up by Maurice Hooker got beat up by what's that man's name? Woo! Blair Cobb. And when Jamel Herring got beat up by Shakur Stevenson, and I can go on, and several other fighters who were underneath that banner also lost. Derrick James was getting criticized for wins. Frank Martin won his fight, and people were dumping on Derrick James. Anthony Joshua won by knockout, and people were dumping on Derrick James. After a win, he gets 2 losses against guys that were both, by many people, considered the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And both of the fights that his fighters lost, they were underdogs in both those fights. What I want to know, what trainer gets lambasted for having a fighter that's the underdog not win? It's like you guys, like the conversation's almost like Derrick James had a fighter that was fighting somebody that, you know, that really Errol should have bowled over and should have won easily against, and he did it. Look, you need a new trainer, right? This isn't a situation where Anthony Joshua comes to the United States, fights Andy Ruiz and gets knocked out by Andy Ruiz. And in that case, you very well may need to look for a new trainer because look, you're losing fights that you're supposed to win. I want to know. I mean, I don't get why people are dumping on a guy that lost a fight where most everybody all of the major pros, the professional trainers and all that had picked Errol to win, had picked Terence to win. And many of them said, look, Errol, especially like guys like Roy Jones Jr. said, Errol had been thrown out of a car 50 feet. This man has to be affected by that. So look, man, no, and you have Errol having one fight in the last 13 months, and Terence Crawford got like 10, 11 more fights than he has. So, and he's an excellent fighter. So I just think that you guys are just trying to zero in on Derrick James and his inability to coach effectively, as if he would have said the right things and told Errol the right things in the corner. Then, oh yeah, he could have definitely won this fight. There was something you very well may not have ever been able to get out of that.
True enough.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Kai's funny. Kai said, hey, ask him who braided Bomac's hair in the UK. Bomac didn't get his hair braided until he got back home, man. Rick Timms, I'll respond to you in a second, Rick Timms. You keep saying that. So what? What does the odds makers say? The odds makers, the matchmakers said Terence Crawford. You can't change the fact. You can't change the fact, Rick Timms, that Terence Crawford was the favorite just because you can name people that picked Errol. Terence Crawford was the favorite. He was a minus 50, a minus 150 or something. You can't just erase the fact that he was the favorite because people were telling you that they thought Errol would win. He's the favorite the entire time. But yeah, that's it, man. For me.
Yeah, I'm up out of here, but I just wanted to make a point that I don't think dude was really, I think we got different perceptions of what he was trying to. I don't think we were just saying. We were just looking for and you gave it to us. You think we was down there, James? I don't look at it like that.
Man, I see y'all trying to throw that man.
We trying to throw him under the bus. We
that man got people rumored. They try to throw Al Heyman in the bus, trying to throw Showtime under the bus, throw Steven Espinoza under the bus. Y'all just want, not y'all. No, actually, yeah, but y'all, it is what it is.
Hold up. And another thing I want to say, you trust Rolly Romero word on Devin Haney losing? I know you had to be playing. Please tell me you was playing.
I trust his word?
Trust
I'm
Rolly.
going to tell you what I know. I'm going to say the same thing I say about everything. I don't know. It could have happened. What difference does it make, though? Like, what difference does that make? Just say
it don't. It really don't.
It makes no difference. You say if it happened in his career. Hey, Rick Timms, man, look, dude, you can stop that, dog. You're just wrong, bro. Rick Timms, hey, let me let you go, bro. I'll get back with you, Brian.
I got to go too. Okay.
All right, bro. Back, man. Thank you again. Come back again, brother. Thank you. Holler back. Look, man. Look. Yeah. I definitely know he was stirring the pot. You said you was stirring the pot. Look, here's the thing. Rick Timms. You cannot change the fact that the man was the favorite. You can't. You can't change that man was the favorite. He was the favorite. It's just kind of like Rick, the T Orlando, telling me about a material term. I don't get to change the technical definition of a material term in a legal sense. I don't get to change that definition. Hence, I had to take my only L that I've had on this channel. I've had no boxing related L's, but that particular thing I had to concede that because we're dealing with that. You're just dealing with, it's just a fact. It's just a fact. You know what I mean? It's just a fact. These buds are trying to make excuses for Errol by putting it on DJ, then stop saying the excuses only in Budland. I don't think they're trying to make excuses. They're just trying to dump on the whole team. Yeah, Rick, you just got to give that. I mean, you get all the polls, all of this, all of that. Bro, I said that fight could go either way. And please don't misrepresent what I said. I said I think that fight could go either way. I'll lean towards Errol. That fight could go either way. Terence Crawford definitely has the ability to win that fight. And I think I might have said that 1,000 times. Matter of fact, I know I said that any and every single solitary time I ever mentioned the fight. I said that same thing. But that's okay. Ray Davis said Bud was a favorite by Vegas and by 70% of the boxers that gave an opinion. Exactly. So, yeah, Zenith, come on. I mean, yeah. That's all that counts, Rick Tim. Stop, man. I'm just establishing that it's not some big upset. It was not an upset win. So there's no need to dump on Derek James as if Errol Spence was fighting as if Errol Spence got confused fighting Alexis Rocha or something. You know what I mean? It's just kind of over the top, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Hold on one second. Well, there you go. So what you're arguing about? It's over 400 PA. Hit that like button. Ray Davis in the building. What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Man, I'm chilling, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, I'm about to go out there and start driving trucks so I can get some of this road high these guys is on, man.
Yeah. Why? What's up, man?
No, I'm just listening. I'm just listening, and I'm like, man, like y'all just beating this dude up. Like how many people out there in the history of coaching have gotten losses or trained multiple people? And where do you see this at? Like, is this? I mean, what was the guy that trained Holyfield back in the day? Didn't he have like 12 fighters at once, and they were like 6 champions? It happens. I forgot his name, Lou something, but he used to
Lou Duva.
Lou Duva. He used to manage Holyfield. He had like 6 champions and 12 fighters. He used to bring to the ring a lot. I mean, hey, not everybody won, and some of his big guys won and lost. It happens. It's just boxing, man. These guys are taking this as like it's life or death. Like, I don't understand. I get it. You're either a fan or you're not, or you're looking for an excuse. I don't understand. I'm just looking at where they're trying to come from. So, you know, me just being a boxing fan, I'm just like, man, we're just utterly saying stuff that just ain't making sense right now. Like, and it does, but what I'm saying is overall, it's a speculation, it's an opinion. But don't press your opinion. Don't change the narrative of the conversation and try to make your opinion a fact. It doesn't work like that. You can't do that. Based on what? You know what I mean? And they were trying to get you to convert over. They're trying to push you to convert on the opinion and get those facts to get you to run with the facts so they can drop a line on there. It's crazy. I seen it. Listen, that's how you push the narrative, man. It's media 101. But other than that, you know, it's happy Monday to you for 9. Like I said, coming in here just to chat with you and say hi, you know, every day if I can. You know, I'm always in the chat. I just want to come in and just want to drop a dime on you, you know.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime. And y'all, listen, Paper Champion just won Saturday night. Remember, Email Champ, I'm sorry, because our other Email Champ has been winning. But now we got an Email Champ. Nobody's calling an Email Champ out there. He just won. So we got to call him. We got to give him the same respect we gave Devin Haney. You know, respect my boy Devin. Zenith, I know you. Not you. I'm just saying. I know Zenith's going to get on me for saying this. I know he is. Zenith's going to get on me. He ain't a Haney fan. You know, I get it. Bill messed him up, Zenith. It ain't Devin's fault. He's just a child. He's just a child. He just loves his daddy. That's all. You know, I get it. But yeah, man, no, those some good dudes, man. And I see how the narratives get pushed, especially Rolly with this comment, and you got Regis now repeating it. Um, whether he did or not, like there's multiple fighters that fought in Mexico that had fights that no one's seen. So nobody really knows the outcome. I actually heard that Canelo had lost a fight in Mexico many moons ago.
He said that Canelo confirmed that he had fights in Mexico that are not on his record.
Right.
But people don't understand. What people don't understand is the box rec is not the official record. The official record is on Fight Facts. Right. So there's a lot of people that think that there's a lot of people that had fights that are not on their record.
Correct.
Oh, a bunch of old school fighters have fights on that are not on that box rec list.
Yeah, exactly. Like look at that fight that Roy Jones took off his record when he lost to that Russian guy. Got cold cocked. I'm just messing with you for now. That ain't really.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
It just you know how everybody just like throws stuff out there. So I just thought I'd throw some weird out there like that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take to answer the question. I'm not going to take Rolly Romero just at face value and say, oh yeah, it's true because Rolly said it. Yeah. But I'm not going to say it's not true just because Rolly Romero said it.
Right.
When Rolly Romero be talking smack, I know when he talks smack. And when he says what he's going to do and he's in this, that, and the other thing, I know when he's joking. Mm-hmm. That is very specific.
Absolutely, I get you.
I mean, that's a very specific thing to say. Yeah, he lost a fight in Mexico. Mm-hmm. Very well could have. Those guys, they fight out the same. They were training out the same gym.
Right. And what I say to you, I said, look, I don't know, but other people have lost, but they don't have it on their record. So, and it was a big fact, a big rumor about Canelo. Many moons ago, I think it was like his 4th or 5th fight. They said he got rocked. But again, that's not my business. I don't want to step on that paved road because I want to keep that out of the system because that's somebody else's opinion, and I don't roll with the narratives of people's opinions and trying to drop these leads. So on that note, I just want to say it's just news. It's something just to talk about. But I don't cross those roads of rumors, man. Those rumorville things can get you in trouble. So. I mean, like that. I mean, for him saying something he knows is not true, that can definitely get you. That's defamation of character. If you know it's not true and you lie on him and it affects him, But I mean, him just saying something like that. I mean, I don't know whether he's telling the truth or whether he's lying. But but you have to tell me what difference does it make? Nothing.
Like, if that didn't him having a loss didn't help. If it did happen. Him losing that fight when he was 16 years old or 15 years old, who knows? Because that could have been why he did it. He could have been having pro fights at 15 before he was, before he got to be 16. I don't know, but that didn't help George Kambosos. You know what I mean? No. That didn't help. That didn't help Jorge Linares.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Right. And that's how I feel about it. I feel the same way. It doesn't even matter. Like you said, it's not like we have anything that can lead us any breadcrumbs that can lead us to the cookie, Like
absolutely.
we got Terence Crawford. Just for example, please don't jump on me, Bud fans, please. But we got all this snack talk and I'm my own boss and the Daniel Callahan conversations. We have facts that there's involvement with Victor Conte and all these people. There's facts to that. Does it mean that he did it? No, because we didn't see it. But the fact is, we have big leads to that. We don't have any leads to this, just to show you the difference. We don't have any leads or any breadcrumbs to lead us to this besides a man's word. And there's one person that's actually mentioned it. Now, if we come up with some people that eventually come out we call it the bread box and the woodworks, and they start talking, then we got it. You know what I mean? So I just know how it is, Fanon. And, I don't like people just... I mean, people are naive sometimes, so they fall for the narratives. But at the same time, we just got to be open-minded to things like that, whether it's true or not. But I'm all pro for best boxing channel on YouTube. No second to none. Sorry if anybody takes offense to that, but the man just doing his thing out here, and you know what? It's like the Breakfast Club up in here, man. I appreciate it. For on that note, I'm gonna give you the peace. I'm out, brother.
All right, bro. Get back, man. Always good to talk to you, Ray Davis. All right, man. Yeah. All right. I'm getting better, man. I wasn't even. Boy, that gets look, man. These guys, I don't think that Derek James. It's just a lot of heat on him, man, and a lot of heat on this dude He can't fight for those guys, man. And Terence Crawford is a very, very good fighter. There's no shame in losing to Terence Crawford. I personally do believe the manner in which he was able to take shots or not take shots, yeah, or I think that probably did have something to do with weight. And I do believe it probably had a lot to do with the time off as well. But that's not the same thing as saying fat trailer park trash, you got to get out. What are you talking about? You just talking crazy, huh? You just out here trying to stir the pot, man? Is that what you want? Because there's no way, shape, or form you can say Canelo Alvarez had a better career than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Nobody's ever had a better career than Floyd Mayweather Jr. I don't think. Except for Ali, maybe. But no. I don't, I think you're just out here stirring the pot, man. Canelo Alvarez got his ass whooped by Floyd. So as it is, look, man, Floyd whooped his ass. So how you have a better career than the guy that whooped you? How? Fanon, if it was anyone else, they would be attributed to the Ring magazine curse. What are you talking about? I don't get what you mean. I don't get what you mean. Yeah, man. Look, Floyd beat him, and he beat him easily. Sorry, not him, nor Manny Pacquiao or anybody else that you want to bring up has had a better career than him. Canelo Alvarez has most definitely had a great career. Oh, coach of the year. Oh, okay. You mean that the trainer of the year curse? I mean, look, man, they're taking money fights, bro. They're taking money fights. Derek James just has guys that are going to take challenges. If your fighter doesn't want to take challenges and your fighter is just fighting people all the time that they can beat, then you're going to be your fighter's not going to lose. If anything, Derek James is fighting guys. Derek James is having his fighters fight people that they're underdogs to. And top of that, off of very long layoffs. How long was Jermell Charlo out? Jermell Charlo was out at least a year before he fought Canelo. Errol was out 15 months before he fought Terence Crawford. So you're having guys, number one, that your fighters going in as an underdog and going in as an underdog after a very long layoff. What is that guy? So are you there? So Rick Timms, you're going to blame Derek James for Frank not taking the fight? What's the relevance of that? 16 months for Jermell Charlo. He moves up 2 weight class off a 16-month layoff, and it's going to be Derek James's fault. Come on, man. I think you guys should be a little bit more, whatever. It is what it is, bro. I would say the same thing if people were dumping on Freddie Roach. Because it wasn't Freddie Roach's fault when Manny Pacquiao got beat by Floyd. It wasn't Freddie Roach's fault when Manny Pacquiao got beat by Juan Manuel Marquez. It was Manny Pacquiao's. Or actually, it wasn't even that. It was Juan Manuel Marquez was on juice. Zenith, thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you for putting the color in the chat, man. He said when the Haneys was talking about Tank's personal life involving his family and how he paid Calvin, people had no issue. Now they're crying about a boxing rumor that is highly likely. See how fast it flips. It's plausible. It's plausible PR. I mean, on that point, absolutely. With that point, absolutely. Anything is okay. Devin Haney can say anything. And Devin Haney fans will support that anything. Hey, excuse me, Fanon. I'm new here and I'm just listening, but it sounds like this Derek guy isn't the guy. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying, dog. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Hey, dog, I don't remember anybody throwing Bob Santos underneath the bridge when Hector Garcia refused to get out of the ring against Gervonta. Do any of y'all remember that? I don't remember that. Hey, thank y'all for putting color in the chat. Brian Sant, and Bob Santos got like 1 million fighters. Dude, where is the critique for what's the name of the trainer for Brian Mendoza's Salas? What about him? Dude, he has fighters losing every other weekend. And ain't nobody throwing him under the bus for that. You know? How many great trainers had their top guy lose to another in the biggest fight of their career? A lot of them. A lot of them. Angelo Dundee. Let's say Angelo Dundee. Because Ali lost the biggest fight of his career against Joe Frazier, #1. So Angelo Dundee. Also, Sugar Ray Leonard lost to Roberto Duran in the biggest fight of his career at the time. So him. Who else? A lot of them. A lot of people have. Freddie Roach had Manny Pacquiao lose the biggest fight of his career. A lot of people have. Yeah, Deontay Wilder. Yeah, Deontay Wilder's. Yeah, a lot of people have, man. A lot of people have. I just think you guys just dumping on that dude. Why them elevator shoe though, Fanon? What do you mean? Oh, James. Oh, you talking about John David Jackson? Yeah, John David Jackson. Absolutely. You're gonna get thrown out now, okay? Hey, fat trailer park trash. You got one more statement, then I'm gonna throw you out, okay? Can you not waste my time with silly things like that? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna throw you out. You got one more. Yeah, and he's 2-0. I think was he 1? Yeah, he's 2-0 with Derrick James. Ray Davis in the building. What's going on? I said, Fanon, the channel, smash that like button. Yeah, please hit that like button. Yeah, I'm just telling you, man. Fat trailer park trash. Your name is already trolling enough, but you got to say something intelligent or I got to put you out. Hey, by the way, what's going on, Steph Brown? I forgot to say what's up to Steph. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? How you doing? Hey, man, y'all click that link, though. What's going on? Hey, so deep, 2XL. I responded, man. Oh, and let me get to the Parlor of East Wheaton, man. They doing me dirty by doing the Parlor of East Wheaton dirty. Hey, so is this weekend? Is it this weekend or next weekend? Next weekend, right? Not this weekend coming up. Because this weekend coming up would be the 5th. Yeah. Okay, cool. Next, the 27th. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. I got that. Got that on the calendar. Got that in the plans. Let me make sure I go do this real quick. Man, please subscribe to the Parlor of East Wheaton. Hey, I heard Mrs. Gordon died. I remember her husband now. Now I remember. I can see her husband now. Yeah, she passed last week, man. Hey, who are their son? Who are their children? She passed last week. Yeah. Hey, y'all got to pause for a second. Rest in peace to Mrs. Gordon. Rest in peace, Miss Gordon. And you're right. Also, rest in peace to Suzanne Summers. Childhood, loved her, loved watching Three's Company and the stuff she was in when I was a kid. So rest in peace, Suzanne Summers. What's going on? Steph Brown said, well, I'm well, co-workers, and I got you on the loudspeaker, box on, and yeah, hit the like button, chat fam. Yeah, please do. Yeah, man. Yeah. Three's Company, man. Rest in peace, Suzanne Summers. Rest in peace, Suzanne Summers. Man, the older we get, the more people go. Yes. I can't remember who Mr. and Mrs. Gordon's kids were. No. This kind of bothering me. Chrissy Snow died yesterday from a long battle with breast cancer. Today is her born day. I recall seeing her in Playboy back December 1984, and I was shocked. I thought she was only goofy, and fun as a kid. Nah, man. And she actually had a child. Like, I think she had a baby as a teenager too. So like her son has got to be like 60. So yeah, it's childhood staple. Claymore Rain, how can I help you, brother?
Hey, so now first of all, I want to thank you for always letting me talk my shit.
Yeah, no worries,
I
man.
really love that you let me do that. Huh?
No worries, man. Go ahead, man. Speak your mind, brother.
Okay. You hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for always letting me talk my shit. But just to put in context, I don't have the answers. I don't know. I like how the other guy was defending me a little bit, because that's the truth. I wasn't making anything factual or not factual. Just the conversation, and is it fair? And I clearly see that you don't think it was necessarily fair, but is it fair to question a coach's influence on his fighters at some point when we start seeing a certain pattern, or if we see something, if there's a game plan or something that we see is flawed, how much of that do we put on the coach? And that's just for the chat, because I already know how you feel about it. But just so everybody understands, I don't know. So I'm not saying this is what it is. I don't know if that's what it is. That's a fact. I'm not a coach. I don't train fighters. I'm not in their camp. I have no idea. But from the outside looking in, just raising questions and, stirring the pot, like I like to say, and just for conversation's sake, is it crazy for me to be thinking or wondering if this is influencing a fighter, yes or no? That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just boxing talk, man. It ain't nothing to take too seriously. But you hating on Derek. I know you are. It's all right. You disappeared real quick. Hey, real quick.
Hello?
Yeah, you back.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, this thing is so weird. You hear me?
I can hear you. Real quick, Steph Brown said, for Mrs. Gordon, Mrs. Summers, they're with their father now for his glory.
It ain't working.
Absolutely.
Just send it over.
You gone? All right, man. Much love. Thank you, Steph Brown. Yeah, Miss Gordon was at church, one of the neighborhood mothers. Yeah, man, it's in a lot of people from Second Baptist Church have passed, man. Yeah, I still can't. It's still tough for me to believe Ms. Nash, your grand aunt, is passed. She was always entertaining in church. Always kept me awake at church, which was actually, man, it was kind of hard to do at times, man. Kind of hard to do at times, but look, I did the videos when I did videos on Derrick James when people were saying Derrick James should be, was going to get fired from Terence Errol Spence Jr.'s camp. And I wouldn't doubt, you said a little too much entertainment. Yeah, she was going, man. She was a quintessential lady with the, hey, man. Hey, man. She used to get in and she used to get it in, dog. She used to get it in. Miss Nash used to get it in. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I used to love it. I'd be like, okay, because that church, she made that service go a little bit longer. And man, them services was long, bro. Yeah, man. But you got your mother. I got my mother. You got your mother. I believe Lonnie got his mother. I think Lonnie, I haven't heard, but I hope Lonnie still got his mother. I haven't heard anything to the contrary, I know you lost your father. I have got my father. Salute to all the truck drivers out there. Yeah, man. Salute to all the truck drivers, man. Be safe out there on the road for sure, for sure, for sure. Hold on a second. Said Baptist service is 3 hours minimums. You know that is. You know that. God dog. 10 to like 2. 10 to 2. My uncle passed and I was at service Friday. For all the people that have lost somebody recently, time, 0 count, and condolences. 10 count, yes, sir. 10 count. Oh, yeah, I'll do a 10 count for everybody's lost, man. Y'all lost anybody recently or within the last ever? Rest in peace, man, to your loved ones that you lost. My uncle Pay. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Rest in peace to your uncle, man. Rest in peace to your uncle. Yeah, man. I've lost all my uncles except for one, both my aunts. Obviously, all of my grandparents. So lost some cousins too. Lost my cousin's son. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It gets, it is what it is, man. We're getting older, man. We're getting older. And it's going to be us too. That's why you got to take care of your kids. That's why you got to take care of your kids. I had a good time I spent time with my parents just yesterday and had a really good time with my parents yesterday. But anyway, man, let's push on with the conversation, man. So, and thank you to everybody to put color in the chat today. Thank y'all for supporting the channel, and thank y'all for supporting the channel in the Cash App. It really does make a big difference, and it is exactly how we're able to continue to have these conversations take place, man. But to answer your question, Kai, I don't know who braided Bomac's hair. I don't understand why these grown ass men get their hair braided anyway. All honor, admiration, and glory for our Father in heaven, His Holy Spirit, and His Son, Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Ray Davis, you have my condolences too, and your families. Yes, man, for sure. All right, so let's up the solemn mood. Sorry that Claymore Rain couldn't jump on here and talk some more. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put a link in, and I'm putting the invite in here. Yeah, but Rick Sims, I don't remember. I think you. I just think you guys are really going in it too a little too tough. Man, y'all gonna be 100% thick. You're gonna be 100% sick if Errol Spence Jr. wins this rematch, though, or if that fight, or 100% sick if it winds up being a good fight. Because I think it's gonna be a good fight the second time around, man. I do. I think that they're gonna see. I don't think anything's gonna change with Terence Crawford in the second fight, and I think that Terence Crawford and those guys are probably underestimating Errol. If you listen to the AI boxing channels, Errol left James and Mayweather going to train him for a rematch. That you talk about the artificial boxing channels that steal the boxing channels that are lying, steal their content and put an automatic voice over the top of it. Those guys. What are you talking about, Fahim? I'm telling you, man, y'all gonna be sick. I gotta talk it up because y'all are because you guys want y'all trying to tear down the rematch. Fanon, oh yeah, Kai is pronounced Key, and cool. Bring on the rematch so we can see ASAP. Tell Bud to stop trying to ask for more money with his cheap ass. What y'all gonna do if Devin Haney loses to Regis Prograis? I think that Devin Haney is going to be the only fighter. I'm trying to tell his cheap ass stop asking for more money and say to fight in 150, but he want to go into negotiations. I'm telling you, man, Bud's going to get blackballed, bro. Blackballed Bud. I'm telling you, you like, did you hear like James Harden, bro? Did you hear there was, what's my guy's name, man? Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was talking about James Harden and how James Harden was trying to force a trade, to get out of Philadelphia. And they said, man, this dude's gonna get taught a lesson by the league. And he brought up about Carmelo Anthony and how Carmelo Anthony got blackballed by the league. And because he said that he would never want to come off the bench. And also they didn't mention, but I'll mention somebody else that got blackballed. Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, formerly known as Chris Jackson, got blackballed for sure in the NBA. I'm telling you, man, Bud, you got to start cutting people. You got to be a little more easy to negotiate it at a certain point, bro, or people are not going to want to deal with you. Key Alexander said, oh, goodness, Fanon, please don't say that. The Haney fans wouldn't be able to deal with that. Did I monetize the stream? No, I did not. No, I did not. Shit. That's the second one in a row that I did that to. Everybody come out and come back in. That's the second one in a row that I didn't do it to. I just thank you. Thank your Caesar TMG. No, this has been a non-monetized live stream. And the one yesterday, because I'm tripping. So I was in such a rush. They got whiteballed, even though you don't get whiteballed. Not to say blackballed is to deny the reality of it. You get treated like a black person. You've been blackballed. You've got the label black put on you. You can't put the black ball in the pocket. It really makes no sense for them to tear it down because it takes your money, takes money out of their guy's pocket. It's the stupidest thing that I've seen. It's the stupidest thing. It's literally the stupidest thing that I've seen. Yeah, I got you. I know why you're labeling it, but at the same time, bro, you need to I know black is good, white is bad, black is good, or black is good, white is bad, and you want to flip it. I get it. I get it 100%. However, Yeah, dude, you got to be a little bit more easy to deal with, or people aren't going to want to deal with you. That's a fact in business. You want to be easy to deal with. People appreciate being easy to deal with, even if it's a scenario where you still got to figure out exactly how you can get a fair deal out of the situation for yourself. But if you're a headache every time somebody has to deal with you, they're not going to want to deal with you. And sooner or later, it's going to really affect you, bro. Hey, man, thank you. Hey, somebody put a little, hey, thank you, man. Mr. Volatile said a little something up for the live. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Fanon, that comment just north I had. Okay, hold on. Fanon, it's going to take a good fighter who knows how to hit the heavy bag, get to the spots, and how to beat Tim Tszyu. Impressive how he's progressing in just a year. Yeah, he looks real good, bro. That ain't no lie, bro. He does. He looks good, man. I got you. Hey, thank you. I got you, Steph Brown. I got you. Hold on a second. I got to do something real quick. Hey, Fanon, that comment. Okay, I got it. PBC is just fattening up Tim Tszyu for the slaughter. You think so? I think he's going to be protected. But I think he's a good fighter, man. Tim Tszyu's a good fighter. I think he's the top. I think he's the number 2 guy at 154. I think he beats Terence Crawford at 154. I think he'll knock out Devin Haney. For sure. He'll knock out Devin Haney. Hey, man, thank you. Hey, Cal Publishing, thank you. Thank you, Cal Publishing. It's towards the monetization of the video. Key Alexander. Thank you so much for the $5 holler. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. How much bigger is that Jermell fight now? A lot bigger. I mean, I'm thinking, dude, I want to see it. I wanted to see it before, though. I wanted to see it before. Yeah, I wanted to see it before. I think it'll be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Key Alexander, thank you. Alexandra, Key Alexandra, thank you. So, Key Alexandra, so are you male or female? Or, non-binary? Let me throw that in there. Are you male, female, non-binary? Let me know. Because it's Key Alexandria. Hey, Def, if Jermell goes back down, has to fight him, you're a champ, take all of them. Yeah, I like it. Female. There you go. All right, that's what's up. Said female, soup, straight. Okay, cool. Got you. Let me check something then. Let me go somewhere then. Let me do this then. I'm trying to be progressive. You know what it is? You know what I mean? Oh, first of all, I knew that. Oh, she is Kiki. Oh, short for Kiki. Oh, for real? Man, I had a really good friend named Kiki. One of my favorite people I knew as a kid was Kiki. I think that may be my favorite female name is Kiki. Beautiful women, Fanon, one of our queens. Gotcha, Mr. McKinney. Gotcha. Fanon, the other Key that donated was male. No, Key Alexandra. It says Key Alexandra. Says Key Alexandra right there. Unless you're talking about somebody else. But thank you so much for that support. Thank you so much for that support. Let me do something real fast. Dank Lucane. Man, y'all definitely some big supporters coming to the channel today. Thank y'all, man, because, man, we need to get some more big fights. We need to get some more big fights. Give me 1 second, though. Yuck. Damn it. Hold on. I got to do something. Give me a second. And there it is. Hold on. This will only take a second. Please have patience with me. Patience with me. Hold on. Give me 1 more second. Sorry. Ooh-wee. It's so good. Hey, what's going on, Upper Echelon? Give me 1 second.
Okay, nah.
Hey, only old head now who Kiki Shepard is. Only old heads know who Kiki Shepard is. Yeah, I know who Kiki Shepard is. I mean, I can't remember what she did.
She's a singer.
Kiki, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Kiki Shepard, yeah. So what's good, man? Hey, thank you, brother, for that support, man. Thank you, up Big Dog Willie.
Also, KQKC said, "What's up?" But no, he said he don't think you can see him. He think he's shadow banned on your channel. KQKC,
Yeah, I don't get it, man. But I don't get it.
He's been in the chat for a minute, speaking all over the chat. He said he think he's shadow banned or something.
You can't be you can't be banned if everybody sees you but me. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's just that I don't get to see him, which is strange.
I've had a couple people be like that on my channel too. I don't know what that is, but it'd be strange. But
yeah,
I think Tim Sue might be the number 3 154 pounder because honestly, even though Lubin got the win on Ramos, I still think Ramos is the second best 154 pounder. I think Lubin got away with one, and I think that if he'd have kicked it in high gear, he would destroy Lubin. But I feel like Ramos still number 2 on 154 pounder, and if you put him up against Tim Zoo, it'll be real big fireworks, and we'll really see what Tim Zoo's power is worth. And if he try that dirty stuff right there, he really get a dirty fight back at him. Because Ramos with it. But yeah, I'm ready to see this Devin. I want to see this Devin and Regis fight. I want to see who's improved the most. It's already set the stage for Devin to be super strong in this fight because fighters gain power as they move up in weight and they get closer to their regular weight. So they got that to use right there. Plus, Devin's been holding back. He's been weight drained. They're using that right there. So they already set the stage for Devin to be snack strong. And then I want to see this Shakur and Del Santos fight because Del Santos, he has power in both hands, but we've seen him versus my guy William Foster III. If you're a boxer, you can give him problems. He got fits. He can't really mess with a real good boxer. And plus, he gasses out in fights. And if you got good boxing ability, you can give him fits and give him problems. Then I want to see where Shakur at. I want to see if Shakur can take his power for what little bit of time it can, because I know if Del Santos don't get Shakur out of there early, it's gonna be a certified pick party that he gonna pick one apart. And this Boo Boo and David fight is gonna be probably the best fight on there because we get to see. If this was 2 years ago, I would give it to Boo Boo hands down because Andrade was that guy. People just don't realize it, but Demetrius Andrade was a dangerous individual. But he's done got older and age catches up with you. So I want to see if Andrade will be able to outlast the onslaught of David, even though he doesn't sit down his punches. Bunches and bunches, it adds up. Just like ants. You get attacked by a swarm of ants. They may be just one, but each bite starts to add up and it takes advantage of it. And damn, Mark, where you about to go, man? I see you got some. I just noticed your daggone your little outfit. Where you about to head to, man?
Man, I ain't heading nowhere, man.
Oh,
It's cold.
okay. I said,
It's cold in Texas.
Yeah, it's cold in North Carolina too. Yeah,
Nah, I mean it's a little chilly. I ain't heading nowhere, man. This is just a little sweater I keep. Now that I ain't super fat no more, I can get into my clothes.
Oh yeah,
so,
when you start losing that weight, boy, you start getting cold a lot more.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's happened to me when I started losing some of that extra blood off of me that I had gained. Man, start getting a little chilly. My wife was like, "Oh, now you want to stop cutting the air conditioner up a full tilt now?" She talking about now I'm gonna cut it on just to out of spite. And I said we both gonna be frozen then. But yeah, I told you I was gonna try to hop back up here. But yeah, I was letting you know. I don't know what you do about the KQKC situation, but peace and blessings, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know why in the world he isn't. I can go to his channel right now and I'll see that he's not blocked. But let me go back to.
But Key Alexander there, that's my co-host on my boxing show and on my late night show.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Key, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at KQ again.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely not blocked.
Yeah, he right there. He just spoke right above the Ride podcast, if you can see it. But I'm out, big dog.
All right, brother. Right above the Rise podcast.
Yeah, the Rise podcast.
I see Fahim Sator, bro. I see Daryl McKinney.
It said the Ride podcast says, "Man, I'm down 70 pounds and the cold is shit all the time." And right above it, KQ like, "Thanks, yep, appreciate good brother. I will be live at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time if you get a chance." Yep, that's what it say.
Okay, all right, man.
All
Get
right,
back.
sir. Peace and blessings.
Peace. For KQKC, another great boxing channel. Salute, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to you, sir. Man, I didn't want to talk about a lot of this Devin Haney stuff, man. Oh, thank you, brother. Hey, what's going on, Miss Matthews? Thank you for your support. Said Nicole, and thank you, Nicole. Thank you for your support in the chat. It means a ton. Thank you, sister. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. And Dank Lucane said, to the Pope. What is this? To the Pope. What's the Pope? Thank you, Dank Lucane. Thank you for the $2 holler, brother. Appreciate you, man. So why again? Let's get back to Devin losing. Why is it exactly why is it that Devin is out here being sneaky, bro? Rise, I lost 60. It's cold as hell, man. Yeah, y'all losing more weight than me. I'm down 40. Daryl, for real, man. Me and Junior be beefing. I be having that heat pumping. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Yeah, better cold than having something bad happen to you, you know. Yeah, that weight loss ain't no joke, man. The weight loss ain't no joke. Did you see that Regis was in a car accident, Fanon? Yeah, I did. So, I didn't see it. Somebody told me. Fanon, how many lies have we caught Rolly in compared to how many we caught Team Haney in? Oh, man, it's 100-1. Like, I don't even know if I've caught Rolly in a lie that I believe he was serious about. Devin Haney lying? Devin Haney's team lying? Monthly. A lot. That's why they call me Devin Haney. Devin Haney. They thought I was hating so much because I was like, man, that shit ain't true. That shit can't be true. Like, dude, he says it with a lot of confidence, and it's not impossible, bro. Fanon, Devin is being sneaky because he get that from his from his lying ass daddy. Hey, look, man. Look, it very well could have happened. I'm struggling with exactly how it's going to make a difference. David Williams, King David Williams. What's up, brother? He said, I feel you, Fanon. Devin is not even a factor at this point after ducking Shakur. Really? Hell yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot he ducked Shakur. Yeah, after ducking Shakur, man, look, man, y'all tripping. I knew he wasn't fighting Shakur. I know they framed him. I will tell you, though, that was the best job of framing somebody for a duck that they've done. The rest of it was half-assed compared to that one. Key said, Fanon, I think Regis said that about Devin for promotion. They need all the promotion they can get for this fight. Dude, that fight is not going to sell well, man, if it's going the same day as Floyd Mayweather Jr., and they actually put a lot of people on that card. Y'all have to understand, Rolly saying Devin lost is not big news because everybody has heard this before, but nobody never blasted it. Yeah, bro, I've been heard it. Fanon, if you want to have a nice start in boxing, go to Mexico. It's the reason their fighters got 5-48 and 5 and 154 records. Look, man, you got to understand, so a lot of these people have fights that are not on their record. A lot of these guys have fights that are not on their record. That's not everyone loses in Mexico. Yeah, it's not even that far of a stretch. Because BoxRec is not their official record. The official record is on Fight Facts. But you have to remember why there's sanctioning bodies to begin with. The reason that there's a sanctioning body at all is because people had fake records. And you need for these guys to certify that you are the name, that you are the fighter that you say you are, and you have the record that you say you have. People are fighting under false names. People are taking the same fighter as 2 and 3 different fighters on BoxRec because they go in and they put a fake name. You could be fighting a guy in Mexico that has this, their record says, that they're 5-0, and they could be 15 and 18. And guess what? A 15 and 18 fighter may be more dangerous than a 5-0 fighter. They use his Mexican record on Creed. Just telling you, man, it's not, dude, that's just not unheard of for somebody to do that. That he was out there and he's got more fights. He's got more fights than he said he does. It very well could be true. Again, I don't see how is that going to help Regis Progredo? Tron 202 said, Fanon, do you think Top Rank will make the Jared Anderson versus Richard Torres fight before Anderson leaves? Where would Anderson be leaving to? But do I think that they will? Probably not. Not for a long time. Probably not. They're not going to throw Richard Torres to the Wolves anytime soon because they got a Mexican heavyweight. They like that. Ray Davis said bar fights in Tijuana That's how you get the Mauricio Suleiman to give you the international title. Rise podcast. Rise Family Senior should bring this one up tonight on the podcast. Yeah, man. You know what I need? I haven't been there in a while, man. I need to get there. I need to go back there. Fanon, you can't help but think, what if Devin started his career in the United States like normal Americans? Well, he would have had to go to the Olympics. And he probably would still be looking for a title shot. He would still be trying to look for a title shot. It doesn't make a difference with Devin because Devin's already beat world-class opponents. He's an undisputed champion. So what? You know what I mean? Like, it's a big so what on that. This is a news without any news, you know? But I understand why, I understand why people want to, why people really want to Joan on him and want to, and treat it like, treat it like he's treat that man like a sneak thief. You know what I mean? I can understand why people want to get get at him about it. Anderson said his heart is in St. Louis boxing. He'll bail out. Oh, he said his heart isn't in boxing. He'll bail out. I don't think so. I think he's just talking, man. I think he's just talking. Let him get punched in the face or let something happen to get mad. He'll be out there. Puts a big blemish on his resume. How so? How so? Thank you. Hey, thank you, Steph. Thank you, brother. Hey, how is it? Why does that put a big put a big blemish on his record? The accusation that it took place, it'll make him look, if it's true, it'll make him look dishonest. But honestly, that's already out there. So you already know that he said that he could fight Gervonta Davis in December. He said he didn't have the fight. He didn't have to fight. He said he didn't have to fight. What's his face? He didn't have to fight George Kambosos in a rematch, and that he hadn't agreed to a fight with Vasily Lomachenko. He said, they say a bunch of stuff that you find out is not true. And if it ain't affected him yet, I don't know why it's going to affect him all of a sudden. Big Dog Willie, the winning team, says, salute to the Haney cult. Shame on you, Fanon. Bill has him capped for a whole 25 minutes. Bill, Captain America Haney, is the most influential man in the world. He works hard, though. It ain't no lie, bro. I mean, dude, look, first of all, of course they look. Dude, you know they are. Dude, come on, man. You know it. You know they ain't telling. You know they not. Terence Crawford, too. There's a bunch of people that I can point. Tyson Fury, too. Eddie Hearn is the biggest liar on the planet. Eddie Hearn is the unadulterated champion of lying. I don't believe anything shoots out his pie hole. So, I mean, what's new? You know what I mean? What's really and truly, bro, what is new? What is really truly new about him telling the story? I've yet to see something. Shakur lost in the Olympics. We don't care about that. We respect the lineage. So let's give just due to Devin. Look, Devin gets every bit of just due he deserves. I'm just telling you, it is 100% possible that that's the case. And it seems very DHP-ish of it to be true. It does. It seems like some slick shit that they would pull. It seems like, oh, they lost. Let's make sure this doesn't get to BoxRec. It could have been very early in his career on a card that wasn't, and they didn't, and they're like, nah, hey man, how much we got to keep this card off of BoxRec? You know what I mean? And not every fight is going to make it on the BoxRec. Caesar TMG said, calling Eddie Hearn's mouth a pie hole is too nice. It's much more like a toxic waste dump. I mean, honestly, they're promoters. Bob Arum, you know when he's lying. Because if it's in his interest to it and it doesn't sound quite right, Bob Arum is a promoter. The start of the Bill shit. Fanon, know what's fun? I like Devin as a fighter, but I like Devin as a fighter, but doesn't he look like Little Bill? Devin Haney, does he look like Little Bill, the cartoon character? Yeah, a little bit. Little bit, man. Yeah, a little bit, man. I can get it. I can get with that a little bit. Hey, thanks, Big Dog Willie, for the support, bro. Yeah, he looks like him a little bit. I can't lie. But why water down your opponent before the fight is my only question. Then pro channels cleaned up immediately. What do you mean, Dank? What pro channels cleaned up immediately? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What's foul? The Little Bill? Yeah, he does kind of look like the Little Bill character. Yeah, he does. The same color for sure. Same color for sure. Yeah, but if you turn pro at 16, you can take an L. If you took a pro, or you took a fight that you knew wasn't going to be on this, then yeah, let's just go down here and have some fights. That sounds like something they would do. Like how they, how they called in, they would fight and go fight. They would go travel to Baltimore to go fight Gervonta, or how they teamed up with Shakur Stevenson to get good sparring with Shakur Stevenson. It would make sense that they would say, okay, let's go down and have a fight in Mexico. It's not going to be on your record. We'll have a professional fight under a different name, which is the most likely scenario. We'll have another fight. We'll take another fight under a different name and take 2 or 3 fights and get 2 or 3 fights before he has his pro debut. That sounds like something they would do because it's kind of smart. Sounds like something they would do because it's smart, and they are very smart. It's very smart. Wouldn't y'all do it? Don't y'all think that's smart? His pro channels for now, you know who they are? No, I don't know who they are. You talking about? Who's pro channels? Look, I don't really label people like that, man. I know that there's a lot of people that support Devin Haney, and there's no problem. I don't have a problem with them supporting Devin Haney. Is this any different from any other overseas fighter before going pro? No, not really. Lomachenko's got fights on his record that are not on his pro record from that World Series of Boxing. Guillermo Rigondeaux has them too. Alexander Usyk has them too. And then their shits is on YouTube. Alexander Usyk already beat up. I don't understand why anybody really got too high on Joe Joyce. Alexander Usyk beat up Joe Joyce in the World Series of Boxing. These guys didn't just jump out there. They didn't just jump out there and this is my first professional fight. Let me fight for a world championship. No, those dudes that were already in that series over in Europe, where they let them fight other people that are pro fighters with no headgear, with the same gloves, and get paid to do it. That's a professional fight. The only difference and I don't even think they had a shirt on. I don't think they had a shirt. I don't know if they had a shirt. Let me look. This is so you can even go to it. What's that man's name again? Yeah, they're fighting with shirts off and everything. Joe Joyce, Usyk. Yeah. 10 years. They fought in the pros 10 years ago. Man, Joe Joyce looks a lot fresher, man. And Usyk looks a lot smaller. But Usyk was fighting at heavyweight because Joe Joyce can't do that. The story would be, why did William lie about Devin losing? Look, man. Why did he lie? Why did Bill lie about him losing? Man, look, dude, I'm trying to be supportive of the young black man. Would you mind? Would you mind me being supportive of the young black man, please? Please. It would be greatly appreciated if you would allow me to be supportive of this young black man. Devin Haney. Yeah, why would they lie? Because you know why they lie about him losing. Because they don't want to take because they don't want a blemish on his record. But the question is, how could he have had a fight that did not get put on BoxRec? He had to be trying to take some practice goes before they officially started. Yeah, no headgear or shirt for Loma fighting in Europe. Yeah. Couldn't sell Devin without an O. Dog, they can barely sell Devin with an O. Dog, they can barely sell Devin with an O. It's not easy to sell Devin. Yeah, I think it's easier to sell Devin now because Devin had that good fight with Lomachenko. I think that made that fight easier to sell. Bill will do anything to make Devin look good. That's his dad. Yeah, Kilo Netter for sure. Regis was being petty. That's all. That's it. That's all. Look, man, he may be saying, look, man, if this dude can beat him, he can be beat. And he also say he lost. He had a bad fight with Lomachenko, or who else said that? Hey, Fahim Sator said, let me find out Devin lost to a Mexican cab driver. You already know he lost to a Devin. What you talking about? You already know, Fahim. Who you think he's saying he lost to? He lost to if it's anybody, it's another professional fighter that can't say anything about it because they don't want to blow, they don't want to blow the game, dog. Man, you know there's all kind of crooked shit in there, man. You know, all this crooked shit going on in boxing, man. You know, Terence Crawford got loaded gloves and snack power being put out there, all kinds of stuff. Boxing I don't understand why everybody thinks that, like, anytime you think boxing is dirty, you know, you're just a hater making excuses unless you're the one that thinks it. I'm just saying why hide it? Wouldn't be first time we watched Devin lose. We all watched Loma whoop him. Hey, man, I was truly surprised that Devin Haney got that decision over Lomachenko. I was truly surprised, bro. Truly surprised in the outcome of that fight, bro. Snackology, you know what it is. I'm just joking. Don't anybody go out there and say I'm accusing Terence Crawford of performance enhancers. Even though Rick Tim's out there causing me drama. Because Lil Bill was not able to beat a cab driver, Ricardo Gomez, after he was in a football match. Look, Devin's a good fighter, man. None of that matters at this point in time. You better get ready for this December 9th. For that power for him to start sitting there. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I just want to know why Gervonta's ducking him. I want to know why. Hey, man, Roz, why Gervonta ducking Terence, man? I mean, ducking Devin. Why won't he go fight him in 154 like Devin wants? Regis put on a better show with all of his talking he's doing. Kai Key said Regis better put on a show with all the talking he's doing. I think he's going to put on a show if Devin fights him. Why won't he fight him in one? Hey, dog, you answer this. Why is Gervonta Davis ducking Keyshawn Davis? Victor Conti just sent Regis a care package for his accident to even the odds. Hey, man, you think he had I hope he's okay, though, man. I hope everything's good with him. You know what I mean? Like, legitimately, for really and truly, for truly good with him. You know, I want to know why is Gervonta doing all this ducking, bro? Why didn't he take 25%? Why didn't he take that? Hey, real question. Should Gervonta Davis have taken 25% if Devin Haney offered him 25%? Do you realize this is not the first time that Devin Haney tried to force somebody to be a mandatory to take a lower percentage? Do you remember when Bill Haney tried that? If there's the one thing, the most serious thing that I've seen, man, the most serious thing that I've seen is when the biggest shenanigans of all the Haney shenanigans was when people were saying activate the mandatory. All Gervonta Davis needs to do is go ask the WBA to order Devin Haney to fight him. That is the biggest bit of shenanigans, bro. I hear William Haney was spotted near the Regis crash site. Yeah. He flew a drone at the car. He had a drone car or something like that. For now, what would happen if Devin lost? Everybody has him winning this fight, but what if he loses? If he loses, it's going to be tough on him, dog. He's going to go back down to 135. If he's, dog, seriously, man, where's this fight? This fight is in Oakland. He ain't going to lose. He's going to need a knockout to get a draw in Oakland. Devin said, Bill said it would be a 50-50 split between him and Devin. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's crazy. I had to restart this YouTube 2 times because this sound is acting like Team Tank. It just wasn't showing up, man, but it's all good. Yeah, that's the last stupid comment you get. Yeah. You've expired all your dumb statements, bro. You got to be funnier than that, man. What if he loses? They'll get a rematch. I'm sure there's a rematch clause in there for Devin. I'm sure there's a rematch clause, but it's gonna take something special for him to lose. Seeing as that fight is gonna be in where are they fighting? They're fighting in Oakland, aren't they? So good luck beating him in Oakland. You know what I mean? Especially with that style. I think, man, Devin's going to need to get Regis going to have to knock him out to get that fight, man, to win that fight. Did Tank say he was going to beat the poo out of Devin after he got Ryan out of there? That's why people talk shizzle. That doesn't give an excuse for Devin to say that Tank is ducking. Look, man, Devin left the weight class, not Tank. Devin left the weight class. Gervonta is still having problems getting out of the state of still having problems with the judge. Devin, and by the way, Gervonta ain't fought nobody else. Has he? Hey, we got inside source. Hey, Rise Podcast. Has Gervonta Davis fought anybody else? San Francisco, same thing. San Francisco's right across the street from Oakland. It's right across the river, so same thing. Ray Davis, Espinoza said they tried to start preliminary talks with Bill, but they declined because they ain't crazy. Look, man, Devin Haney's not going to fight. That talent, that division in there is hot. That division there is hot. Hot. But look, man, I'm about to get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Thank you guys so much for your support today. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. Thank you. But I got to go, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.